Hello everybody and welcome back to Peace of Mind. Happy March, everyone.
We are excited to share with you some things about why March 1st is important to us because it is National R-Word Day. So we'd love to tell you a little bit more about that, but first we want to introduce you to someone very special to us, Mr. Joshua Roy.
Well, Josh has a job. His alarm goes off at 5. He gets up, gets dressed for work in his uniform. He goes in the bathroom and does all his morning rituals. When he gets up, it's just boom, boom, boom. And he comes downstairs. He's already fixed his breakfast the night before and waits for his taxi that comes at 6 a.m. So he gets to work about a half hour early. And his ritual is to text some of his family members and just say, have a wonderful day. He texts Nat and Andrew. And then he goes through his work day. He starts work at 7. He clocks in. No one really tells him what to do, but he does dishes in the dish room. He does all the cleaning. He puts away the deliveries. He breaks down all the boxes and puts them in the baler. And then he has lunch exactly at 12. Then at 3:30 he's off work and the taxi comes and brings him home. He has chores at home that he does throughout the week. He does vacuuming, puts dishes away, mows the lawn,
takes out the trash cans,
brings them back in, all that kind of stuff. Does laundry.
When he was little, I used to have this backpack that you could put him in on the front, and I would do yard work. I'd mow the yards and stuff, and he'd be out there and he would just sort of laugh, and he liked that, so he kind of learned it. And then he loved the sound of lawnmowers, and so when he started being able to get around, he's, 3 or 4 years old, and he would follow the sound of lawnmowers in the neighborhood. And there were times when he would just disappear and we didn't know where he was. And then we listened for lawnmowers and we realized he would go down the street, and when someone had lawnmowers, they had landscape guys coming over, Josh would just go over there and watch them.
Yeah, just strangers' backyards.
They'd just walk right in there and watch the lawnmowers. And then as he got older, I taught him how to use the lawnmower, so he would do it with me. And then as he got older and stronger, he's able to do it himself, and he's very good at it.
On Wednesdays, he goes to speech after work to Michelle, who's our wonderful speech therapist who's been with Josh since he was about 4, and she works on conversation besides his speech and does a wonderful job of higher thinking level activities with him.
Then he comes in and says goodnight to Mom. She's usually in bed a little bit earlier, and that can take anywhere from 5 to about 20 minutes. To say goodnight and tuck her in, and then tell her to be careful and be safe, and a number of little things like that. And then he kind of prays as he's walking out the room with her. I have to go and say goodnight to him, and then I'll say the same sort of things. Good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite, no more headaches, no more nightmares. You'll always be my father, always be your son. And then I have to pound it with him, and then he'll be ready for sleep.
On the weekends, he has sports. He does baseball in the spring, soccer in the fall. In the summer, he does swimming.
In order for him to have opportunities to play sports and stuff, we've had to step up. Coach Dad. He hits extremely well. He can hit it to the fence about 215 feet, 210 feet. He has good base speed. He's good at running. I pitch usually, and baseball is just great. He loves it, and we have a lot of fun with that, and he does very well.
On Sundays, he ushers at church, and that's really fun to see him connecting with people at church, and has a good time doing it. He likes the other ushers and has camaraderie with them. He loves spending time with his family, so any chance he gets, he wants to be with family, Josh, Andrew. One
of the things that we've tried to do early on is we wanted him to have the opportunity to be pretty much a regular guy, to do the same things that any other child would do as they're growing up.
In Josh's free time, he does what every normal kid would do. He loves to play video games, and he loves to get to the new levels. He's very proud of himself when he goes up in levels. He also loves movies. Any song that comes on, he can tell you what movie it's from. He also likes to ride his bike. Sometimes he goes to work with me, which is really fun for the kids in my 4th grade class. Actually, all the kids in the school know him, which is really cool. And he takes his art with him when he goes to my classroom. And he shows the kids his art because he loves to draw. You may have seen some of his stickers that he does for our Christmas cards. Josh has been really involved with Special Olympics.
These are my main toys from Special Olympics.
Over the years, he's been involved with equestrian, skiing, track and field, swimming. He also swam in high school on the high school team, which is a great story in and of itself. Josh just has a way of being friendly to everybody wherever he is, and he made a lot of good friends on the team. Well, here's his varsity jacket, so he wears that proudly. One of the things that's really helped Josh to be independent is to learn how to use the buses. And he knows all the schedules.
He's just like everybody else, and if we focus too much just on the Down syndrome disability aspect, then you can drift off and either sort of have a lot of self-pity, or you can embrace it and try to give him as much of a regular life as possible, and that's what we've really tried to do. People just warm up to him. He's so friendly and uninhibited. What you see is what you get with Josh.
He doesn't think about the awkwardness that people might feel toward him, but he just introduces himself, and it's broken down a lot of barriers. We just want to say how proud we are of Josh, the man that he's become. What a privilege it's been for me to be his mom. I've learned so much about myself as a person and accepting others. And we just never want Josh to be Josh the handicapped kid, Josh the special needs kid. We want Josh to be known as Josh Roy, the special guy that he is, with his personality and his talents and who he is at the core. We wouldn't change anything about him. He's awesome.
He is. He's
really lucky.
Such a hard worker. He's got a great attitude. He's always happy. He has a gift, really, of being able to encourage people and just to be a bright spot in people's lives. Just makes life so much fun for us, for other people, and we're so thankful for who he is and just a great guy that he has turned out to become.
Taught him about the Lord.
He loves God.
He's accepted Christ into his heart. Prays for everyone. If you ever have a request, he will not only pray for you when you're sick or when you're having trouble, but he'll never stop praying for you. God's going to do great things through him, and it's fun for us now that he's independent to sit back and see what happens.
Josh, how would you describe yourself?
Athletic.
Athletic.
I am wonderful. I am happy. I am handsome.
Yeah, you
Yes.
are.
Charming.
Charming.
I love justice. I always love my family. So hurtful. I love my life.
National Our Word Day comes around once a year every March. Spread the Word to End the Word is the name of the campaign. You can find all the information you need at r-word.org.
Yep. That's my
And
stomach.
what you can do when you visit that website is you can take an online pledge. And what that pledge is saying is that you are going to stop using the word retard, retarded, any variation of the R word. We're trying to change the R word into a word about respect. That's the point of the campaign. You're saying, I'm not going to say the word anymore, and I'm going to kindly and politely inform people who do about the hurtful implications that this word can be used for. So it doesn't cost you anything at all.
Then, as you can see, we're wearing these very awesome shirts, and you can get shirts, hats, shoelaces, buttons, and it's really cool. And it's a pretty cool shirt too.
It is.
Plus, if you're wearing the shirt and somebody sees it and says, "Hey, what's that?" and then you can kind of go ahead and talk about why you pledged and all that stuff. We love our brother Josh, and we wanted you guys all to meet him this week because he's a huge part of our lives. He's an angel. He is just completely 100% the sweetest thing you'll ever run across.
My brother is so wonderful, and he has the most pure heart of anyone I have ever known. He loves unconditionally, without bias, without prejudice. He's smart and he's funny. He's so talented, and he is all of these things, and to label him with the R word is just wrong. It is as bad as a racial or homophobic slur. So we hope that you will use these resources that we're going to put down in the description. If if you want to check it out. It is very important to us and to all people who are affected negatively by this word.
This has been your peace of mind for this week. Thanks for tuning in. And don't forget, if you do have any prayer requests or needs, write something in the comments for us. And if you haven't subscribed yet, how could you not? Go ahead, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and share with your friends and family. And we'll see you again soon.